everyone, Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm. As promised, we're planting a wheelbarrow. Actually, I already planted it because I lost that part of the video. I don't know why, but you'll see me planting it after this. It's just planted right now. All we're doing is trying to match the front door, all the yellow and reds that I planted in the containers, and sweet potatoes for down here. And in the beginning, I did a mixture of, this was all Stay Green potting mix, and also the flower and vegetable. I did 50-50, and then I top dressed it with my leaf compost. And before the compost, I used Job's Organics and Soil Moist. It's really important when this wheelbarrow is in full sun. It looks like it's not, but it is. And it's going to dry out. Make sure you really use this stuff. The Soil Moist really helps. For the sweet potato, we're eating these, and this is more for the vegetables. Well, it's for everything. I use this with those. But that's it. So now you can watch me plant it. And the cup of coffee I had, which I so needed after I was done, was delicious. See you in a second. All right. And now I'm going to top dress this with a good inch, maybe 2 inches. Now the reason we're top dressing it with the compost, it helps with keeping it cool, but since this is going to get watered a lot and a lot of the nutrients get leached out, washed out, as you as you water the compost, it brings the vitamins down to the roots, so they last a little longer. I am going to top dress this again with some type of mulch too to keep it cooler. So, okay, now let's talk about plants. The plants that I've chosen are basically to match the Artemisia plant that I planted as a border last year, and to match that door. Now remember, we did all the silver white foliage over there with the Dahlia plants. The Dahlias with the yellow and the red. So because of that, and the yellow and red at the front door, I'm going to use the same type of super petunia that I did, the yellow, and then I'm going to use the Scarlet Sage as the bold color. To match the silver, I'm going to do the Artemisia. I'm going to continue it. So here I have the Dusty Miller, by the way, is a perennial if you bring it in, and the Silver Falls, which I just love, and this will spread. Okay, let me show you how we put it into the wheelbarrow. All right, I'm gonna, you won't see me as much, just my hands, but I want you to see the thing. One of the biggest gripes of people planting wheelbarrows is they spill it everywhere, and pretty soon, except for the 2 handles, you don't know it's a wheelbarrow. So the whole ideal is to show the wheelbarrow. So for me, I pick a side or a front or back, and I basically put it to where it looks like it's tipping a little bit. Now, this is the spiller, the Silver Falls. And I'm going to kind of just spread it like this, and it will root and make more plants. I'm going to do a video on that. And then I'm going to cover it like this. Then I'm going to take the Dusty Miller. And by the way, let's talk about some of the names of the Artemisia, and that's, maybe I might add a little more soil here. Didn't add enough. Basically, hold on, let me add more. All right, let's go back to Artemisia, also known as Mugwort. And I asked my daughter, isn't that from Harry Potter? And there's a reason it's called Mugwort. Wormwood, sagebrush. Even though it's called sagebrush, it's actually related to the daisy family. But Mugwort has been used as a beer ingredient, which is funny. I grow hops, so I need to try that out. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here. I could always add. But the Mugwort beer, I have to say, is also used medically because it's used for a hangover. I wonder a long time ago if they cashed in on the Mugwort for foliage, for beer, which is staple back then, and for hangovers. All right, okay. On the back is a spiller. I'm going to use, just like we did in front, the Olla Kona Yellow, which I just love. This matches the front door and the Dela and the other pots, all the pots it matches. And I'm going to kind of spill it out here, like this. Alright, now let's talk the salvia. This particular stock salvia came from, I think it was Lowe's. I'm not sure where I got this. But it's called the Scarlet Sage, which is a native to Brazil. And even though it says annual, this is one, let me move forward, that I bring in and put in the basement. This is one plant. And it kind of dies back, kind of, there's no flowers, and then in the spring it wakes up. Okay, now the original Scarlet Sage has tons of growth in it. It could grow 4 to 27 foot tall, which is like crazy to think of. But remember, it's almost like a jungle up there, you know, so it doesn't stop growing, which is really cool. And all I'm doing is putting it in. Okay, salvia actually comes out of the mint family. You can't believe how many herbs, and this would be considered an herb, comes from the mint family. You know, the invasive, can't kill plant, although I use it for ant control and everything else. Pull up front here. And I'm putting these pretty close because I want them to grow tall. And the rule of thumb is the closer you get, the taller it'll get, because they're competing. Maybe no, one's good. For the light. Okay, I think we need one more. Oh, they're really stuck in here. Okay, we may have to add that. Oh, here we go. All right, the wheelbarrow is done. I think it already looks great. And it matches with the wormwood down here and both pots. So now this whole area, which is across from the black elderberry and the sweet potato vine, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to put sweet potato vine in this area where Huggy is. And I have temporarily in here gold crest blue beard. And this is iffy on if it would make it in this area. And thank goodness I brought this into the basement. It wouldn't have made it this year. We had that extreme cold. So I'm going to just bury this into the ground, I think. But it keeps it as a walkway so people don't cut through. Real quick, do you guys see the mole hole? So I'm putting in the sweet potato vine, and here it is. Let me go get some red peppers. Right. I hope I lost 2 pounds, because when I was putting the last 2 sweet potatoes in, I came across this humongous rock. Good thing I went to school for mathematics and accounting, because it's all about leverage. Okay, I wanted to show you a quick summary of the sweet potato vine over here. And that leads to our wheelbarrow there, so they'll match. And I have to say, the black elderberry from Gartenmeister, I mean, it's reblooming, even though it's set fruit on other branches. It is amazing. It's just so beautiful. And this area turned out really beautiful. All right, we have finished pretty much with the wheelbarrow in the area. I still have one more border with rocks to verify the border or the walkway to the well house. And later on we have to go over some of the plants I've already planted in the circle garden here and what I'm going to add. But this is how the wheelbarrow is supposed to be look like. It looks like you're picking it up and things are spilling over. But I have to say, this was an interesting video. First, I find my big mole hole. The ground was so dry, no wonder why everything dies. Then, I find this humongous rock, which is great. I love those big rocks, but I swear I burned some calories. I'm starving now. And then I get a call. I love these calls. The call said, it's recorded, "We have received a package in your name from Mexico and that it has drugs in it. Please stay on the line for the officer to talk to you." Yeah, no. Anything to get money, huh? Only here. No, it's everywhere. Okay, my daughter really hates the wheelbarrow. My grandson has a little one. He wants to put it in his garden. He put it out by his teepee last year, the green bean teepee, which worked out perfect. But she said, "Mom, get a little more sophisticated." I love the look. It's the one I'll do. Everything else is sophisticated, kind of. Except for this bucket I found at the barn. And I can't wait for her to see this. This is Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm. Have a great day. Please tell all your friends. It's really hard to be a new YouTuber to make it. I need all your support, not financially. I need your just give the thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Get a lot of friends. Have a great day. Coffee time.